Hi students, this session is for class 7 subject mathematics chapter 6 exponents topic exponents of rational numbers. Topics covered in this session are laws of exponents, exercise 6.2. Rules of exponents are laws of exponents. Students, you must know these 7 type of rules. Then only you can do the sums. Let us see one by one. First rule is multiplication rule. You know that a power x into a power y is equal to a power x plus y. Next rule is division rule, which is a power x divided by a power y is equal to a power x minus y. Third rule is power of a power rule. Here we are studying power of a power rule, where a power x is a power, then whole power y is another power. In this case, a power x whole power y is equal to a power xy. Powers are multiplied. Next, power of a product rule. In this case, AB whole power x is equal to a power x into b power x. Fifth rule is power of a fraction rule. Here, a by b whole power x is equal to a power x divided by b power x. Next rule is zero exponent. Here, a power 0 is equal to 1. Then the last rule is negative exponent. A power minus x is equal to 1 by a power x. These are the 7 rules. Example 13. Evaluate third sum 12 power 5 divided by 4 power 5. Let us move on to the solution. The question is 12 power 5 divided by 4 power 5. Here we have power 5 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Okay. So it can be written in common by using the law division of numbers with the same exponents. Okay. So this can be written as 12 by 4 whole power 5. Now 12 can be cancelled by 4. On cancelling we get 3 in the place of 12. Now it becomes 3 power 5. 3 power 5 is expanded as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now on multiplying first 3 we get 27 and next to 2 3's we get 9. Now 27 into 9 is equal to 243. 243 is the solution for the sum. Exercise 6.2. Sixth sum. Using the laws of exponents, simplify the following. First one, minus 5 by 7 whole power 4 into 5 by 7 whole power minus 3 into 7 by 5 whole square. Let us move on to the solution. We have to find solution using the law. Okay, this is the question. In this question, we have one of the negative power. Okay, so number with the negative exponents law is used here. So let us take 5 by 7 whole power minus 3 as negative exponent and let us convert it into positive by finding the reciprocal of the fraction number. So the sum becomes minus 5 by 7 whole power 4 into, using the law, a by b whole power minus m is equal to b by a whole power m. To convert negative exponent to positive, we have to convert the given fraction towards reciprocal, then the power becomes positive. Likewise, 5 by 7 whole power minus 3 becomes 7 by 5 whole cube into 7 by 5 whole square. Now, which is equal to 7 by 5 whole cube into 7 by 5 whole squared having same base. So we can use the law. Which law can be used here? Yes, of course, the first law can be used. What is the first law? Multiplication of numbers with the same base and different exponents. Okay, so the first minus 5 by 7 whole power 4 is written as it is, and next two we have the same base but different exponents. We can use the first law, which is a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. Here also the base is common. The base is 7 by 5 and the powers are 3 and 2. So it becomes 7 by 5 whole power 3 plus 2. Using the first law, the sum becomes minus 5 by 7 whole power 4 into 7 by 5 whole power 5. Now we can expand it. On expanding we get minus 5 by 7 into 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 7 by 5 into 7 by 5 into 7 by 5 into 7 by 5 into 7 by 5. Now we can cancel 5 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. We have 4 5s. 4 5s are cancelled. Okay. Next we have 4 7 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. On cancelling them using the common factor 7, we can cancel 4 7s in the denominator as well as in the numerator. Now what is the remaining? Without cancelling, we have, there are minus into minus into minus into minus and 7 by 5. Okay, if the negative is multiplied even number of times, we get the result in positive. So we left the positive symbol and wrote only 7 by 5 here. So the solution for the sum is 7 by 5. Third sum, minus 7 by 9 whole power 5 divided by 7 by 9 whole power 4 into minus 7 by 9 whole squared divided by 9 by 7 whole power minus 2. Let us move on to the solution. Students, look at the sum carefully. Inside the bracket, we have denominators common. Likewise, in the numerator also, we have number 7, but sign differs. It can be written as minus of 7 by 9 whole power 5 divided by 7 by 9 whole power 4 into 7 by 9 whole squared. How? Here we know very well that negative number having odd power exponent, the result will be in negative. So the first term minus 7 by 9 whole power 5 becomes minus of 7 by 9 whole to the power 5. Minus sign brought commonly because the answer we will get will be in negative. Likewise, the third term minus 7 by 9 whole square can be written as 7 by 9 whole square because negative number with the exponent even number, result will be in positive. So then divided by 9 by 7 whole power minus 2. Now we can use the law to simplify this sum. Which law can be used here? Yes, of course, a power m divided by a power n is equal to a power m minus n. We can take first two terms. Using this law, it becomes minus of 7 by 9 whole power 5 minus 4 into 7 by 9 whole squared, so divided by 9 by 7 whole power minus 2. Now on subtracting the power for the first term, we get minus of 7 by 9 whole power 1 into 7 by 9 whole squared, which is divided by 9 by 7 whole power minus 2. As the base are common, we can add the power. So it becomes minus of 7 by 9 whole power 1 plus 2 divided by 9 by 7 whole power minus 2. Now we can add the powers, and adding we get minus 7 by 9 whole cube. Here we have the power in negative exponent. It can be converted to positive using the law a by b whole power minus m is equal to b by a whole power m. Using this law, it becomes divided by 7 by 9 whole squared. Now base are common, power differs. So we can use a power m divided by a power n is equal to a power m minus n. This law to simplify. So it becomes minus of 7 by 9 whole power 3 minus 2. On subtracting the power, we get minus of 7 by 9 whole power 1. Therefore, the solution for the sum is minus 7 by 9. This is the solution. Fourth sum, 11 by 13 whole power 18 divided by 11 by 13 whole power 16 into 13 by 11 whole power minus 2 into 11 by 13 whole squared. Let us move on to the solution. This is the question. Students, listen carefully. Here we have to use PDMAS rule. Okay. So we have to solve inside the bracket first. So the numbers outside the bracket are written as it is. So inside the bracket, one of the fraction number having negative exponent. First we have to convert it into positive to simplify. So the sum becomes 11 by 13 whole power 18 into 11 by 13 whole power 16. Let us convert this negative exponent using the formula a by b whole power minus m is equal to b by a whole power m. The formula is the law. Okay. Using this, we can convert 13 by 11 whole power minus 2 to 11 by 13 whole squared. And outside the bracket, we have 11 by 13 whole squared. Now, inside the bracket, we have the same base but different exponent. This can be converted or simplified to term using first law. Before that, we can write the other terms outside the bracket first. The other terms are 11 by 13 whole power 18, and the outside the bracket we have 11 by 13 whole square. Now inside the bracket, we are going to simplify using the law a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. So it becomes 11 by 13 whole power 16 plus 2. Now on adding the power, we get 11 by 13 whole power 18 divided by 11 by 13 whole power 18 into 11 by 13 whole squared. Now inside the bracket we have same base, same power, but in between that we have divide symbol. Now we can use a power m divided by a power n, which is equal to a power m minus n law to simplify this. Using that, on simplifying, we get 11 by 13 whole power 18 minus 18 into 11 by 13 whole squared. On subtracting, we get 11 by 13 whole power 0 into 11 by 13 whole squared. We can use the first law to simplify this. The first law is a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. Using this law, we can simplify this and it becomes 11 by 13 whole power 0 plus 2. And adding the power, we get 11 by 13 whole squared. This is the solution for the sum. 11 by 13 whole squared is the solution. Seventh sum, simplify and evaluate the following. First one, 3 power minus 2 plus 3 power minus 1 plus 3 power 0 plus 3 cube. Let us find the solution for this sum. First term and second term are in negative exponent. So we have to convert it into positive first using law As converting it into positive, we get 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 3. We know very well that 3 power 0 is 1. Likewise, 3 cube is 27. So, and adding everything, now we have 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 3 power 1 plus 1 plus 27. We have to expand the powers and find the solution. On expanding, we get 1 by 9 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 plus 27. We have to find LCM for the denominators. To find the solution, let us find LCM of 9, 3 and 1. 9, 3 and 1 are divided by 3. On dividing by 3, we get 3, 1, 1. Again, we can divide by 3. On dividing, we get 1, 1, 1. So, the LCM is equal to 3 into 3, which is equal to 9. Now, 9 as a denominator, we have to convert all the terms to like terms. You know very well that you have studied in the previous class. On doing so, the sum becomes 1 plus 3 plus 9 plus 243 divided by 9. And adding numerator, we get 256 divided by 9, which is equal to 28 4 by 9. This is the solution. 28 4 by 9 is the solution for this sum. Fourth sum, minus 1 by 5 whole power minus 3 minus 1 by 2 whole power minus 4 minus 1 by 4 whole power minus 4 whole power minus 1. Let us move on to the solution for this sum. Here inside the bracket we have negative exponents in each terms. So first we have to convert it into positive using the law. The law is a power minus m is equal to 1 by a power m. Using this law, the sum becomes minus 5 cube minus 2 power 4 minus 4 power 4 whole power minus 1. Now we know very well that 5 cube is 125, 4 power 4 is 16 and 4 to the power 4 is 256. So the sum becomes minus 125, as minus symbol is followed by every terms, minus 125 minus 16 minus 256 whole power minus 1. Inside the bracket we have 3 terms having the same sign, so we can add the terms and adding we get minus 397 whole to the power minus 1. Now the exponent is in negative, so we can use the same law, a power minus m is equal to 1 by a power m, to convert it into positive. On using the law, the sum becomes minus 1 by 397. This is the solution. Minus 1 by 397 is the solution. Ninth sum, if 15 by 27 whole power 19 into 15 by 27 whole power 5 is equal to 15 by 27 whole power 3n, find the value of n. Let us move on to the solution. We have 15 by 27 whole power 19 into 15 by 27 whole power 5 on LHS side, which is equal to 15 by 27 whole power 3n on the RHS side. On LHS, we have same base, different exponent. So we can use law a power m into a power n, which is equal to a power m plus n, to simplify it. On simplifying, we get 15 by 27 whole power 19 plus 5 on LHS, which is equal to 15 by 27 whole power 3n on RHS. Adding power, we get 15 by 27 whole power 24 on LHS, which is equal to 15 by 27 whole power 3n on RHS. We know very well that since the base are equal, indices should be equal. Indices means exponent. Indices means exponents or powers. Okay. So, 24 is equal to 3n, which becomes 3n is equal to 24. If you interchange the place means also the same value. Okay, so 3n is equal to 24. So n is equal to 24 divided by 3. 24 can be divided by 3. On dividing we get 8. Therefore n is equal to 8. 8 is the solution. N is equal to 8 is the solution for this sum. The value of n is equal to 8. 10th sum, by what number should be 4 power 5 be multiplied to get 4 power 8? This is the question. Let us move on to the solution. Let the unknown number, let the number be x. And we know that in the question they have given by what number should be 4 power 5 be multiplied to get 4 power 8. So the unknown number is x. So x into 4 power 5 is equal to 4 power 8. Now we have to find x. To find x, we have to transpose 4 power 5 to right hand side. On transposing, we get x equal to 4 power 8 divided by 4 power 5. Using law, we can subtract the power. So x equal to 4 power 8 minus 5, which is equal to 4 cube. On expanding 4 cube, we get 4 into 4 into 4. On multiplying, we get 64. Therefore, x is equal to 4 cube or 64. X is equal to 4 cube or 64. We can take any of the value. We can write 4 cube or 64. 11th sum, when x equal to 2 and y equal to minus 1, evaluate the following. First sum, 2 power x plus 3 power y. Third one, x power 4 y cube. Let us find the solution. Here given that x equal to 2 and y equal to minus 1. Let us take the first one, 2 power x plus 3 power y to find solution. On substituting x equal to 2 and y equal to minus 1 in the place of x and y, we get 2 squared plus 3 power minus 1. Now 2 squared is 4. 3 power minus 1 can be written as 1 by 3. To find solution, first we have to find the like fraction with the common denominator. Before that, we have to find the LCM for the denominators. So LCM of 1 and 3 is equal to 3. Now we have to convert like fraction of the given numbers using LCM 3. So it becomes 12 by 3 plus 1 by 3. Denominators are common, so we can add the numerators, and adding get 12 plus 1 by 3 is equal to 13 by 3. So 2 power x plus 3 power y is equal to 4 1 by 3. 13 by 3 can be written as 4 1 by 3. As 13 by 3 is improper fraction, it is converted into mixed fraction. Therefore, the solution is 4 1 by 3. Third sum, x power 4 y cube. Let us find solution. Given that x equal to 2 and y equal to minus 1. Let us substitute in the place of x and y the values. On substituting, we get 2 power 4 minus 1 cube. Okay, on expanding, we get 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. On expanding minus 1 cube, we get minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. Now on multiplying, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, we get 16. On multiplying, minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1, get minus 1. Now on multiplying 16 and minus 1, the solution is minus 16. Therefore, the solution for this sum is minus 16. X power 4 y cube is equal to minus 16. Thank you, students.